Hello, my fishy friends. Nathan Hubby here. So, tonight, I kept smelling this funk in the fish room. You can see, you got some tanks over there. We got some more tanks over here. Tanks on the ground. Tanks behind me. But, anywho, I started smelling this really nasty smell. It was actually a couple days ago. So I started to dig around and come to find out it was the 50-gallon. I had put some old cichlid sand on the bottom, and then I capped it with gravel. Well, that sand must have died or something because it was wretched. So, as you can see, it is no longer. I have taken it apart. Well, what the heck happened to there? Sorry, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I'm messing with the light on the forward-facing camera, and it made this weird like outline on the screen. But anywho, yeah, it is empty. I am going to shop back the rest of that out, scrub it down with some clean water, and start over. Brandy, say hi. Say hi, Snurfs. Say hi. Look, who's that? Right here. Snurfy. On the phone, silly. Say hi, Snurfs. Snurf, Snurf. Say Snurf, Snurf. This is Brandy. She's my little baby. Huh? You're my baby girls. Okay, back to the fish. My last video I talked about maybe taking this tank, a 40 breeder, the 50-gallon, and the 55, and making it all one scape all the way through. However, I have acquired a 60-gallon that is the same size as the 55, just a little bit taller. So I think I'm going to move this tank somewhere and put the 60 up on this stand. I don't see it being a problem. I mean, it is only 5 more gallons, so everything will stay the same, you know, amount of substrate, etc., etc. I might not use this stuff, you know, I might leave that scape in that tank, but I think that's what I'm going to do as soon as I get rid of those Oscars and the Plecostomus, or algae eaters, suckermouth catfish, whatever you want to call them. They're a pain in the butt is what I call them. One of them is my fault. I bought it when I got back into the hobby, not thinking. There's 2 more, one big one and one small one that I kind of rescued / took in when I got these aquariums. Same with those Oscars and the Bishir, however you want to pronounce it, that's in there. And I don't know if you'll be able to see him very well. He's back there in the back underneath that air stone. The shovel-nosed catfish. He got himself a good meal. The fin that is damaged is looking a little better, looking like it is starting to starting the healing process. So we'll see. But anywho, totally got sidetracked. 50 gal. Fish were fine. Water parameters were fine. It just had this god awful smell. So I tore it all apart. All the fish I moved into the 55-gallon, and 2 of the Bolivian rams I have moved into a 20 long with some neon tetras and panda cories. But let me know what y'all think. Do you think I should go for the 3-tank scape all the way across? Or do you think I should just keep it individual? I like the thought of the 3-tank scape, but it's going to be a lot of work. I don't even have all the material it would take. So it'd be easier just to set up the tank alone. But anyway, we'll pick this back up when I figure out what I'm going to do. We'll see you in the snap of the fingers, right? Is that how it goes? Or like this? Anywho, we'll check back in. Alrighty, folks, I apologize. I did it again as usual. I started messing with the tank before picking up the camera. So I've already got the wash substrate back in the tank. It still has a mild smell to it. I think it'll be okay. I'm going to continue setting it up. I have a piece of wood inside the tank already. You can see a little bit of the corner right there. Oh no, that's not the right tank, is it? No, it's that tank. You can see the whole thing. I didn't even realize that. Ooh. Let's go this way. So yeah. So I am going to get some rocks in here because it is kind of a light piece of wood. And then we will pick up the camera again, get some more clips. Maybe I'll set it up on the tripod and get a few minutes of me decorating and whatnot. But yeah, we are continuing the 50-gallon. Ooh, you can see it. Woo. So anyway, I'll check back in a few minutes. Alrighty, we are back. I am going to show you guys the tank and where I'm at right now. So we'll do that here in a second. Sorry, I don't know where I was trying to get my chair set up. I was doing it and I noticed over here in the 20 long, I used to have salt and pepper cories in here, and they were breeding in this tank. And then I moved them. I moved the parents into the 20-gallon tall, and I moved the babies into the 40 breeder. But when I was working on this, I was grabbing a couple of these black rocks here, and I noticed there was one salt and pepper cory that I must have missed, or he was just so tiny that I didn't see him, because I had all of these stacked up in a line like you can see there. You can see how all those rocks are like stacked, and then I had them on top of those, so you couldn't really see inside to see how many I actually had. So I missed a salt and pepper cory, so I got sidetracked and was catching him, hence why all these rocks are out now. Okay with it in a sense, because I want to remove a lot of these snails, and I will be using some of these rocks over here in this scape just to like fill in a little spot here or there, just to, you know, help weight that wood down. So let me sit down so I can make sure we get a good view. I hate my phone because I can't switch the camera around. I have it like the forward-facing camera on right now, and there's no way for me to switch it when I'm in the middle of recording. But so far, that is the tank. A long time ago, I believe I made a post, or I included it in a video or something. I know I posted on Facebook a long time ago this piece of wood. It was about another foot longer up at the top here, but I broke that off because obviously it wouldn't fit in here. The sponge filter is going to go in this corner and, you know, shoot up bubbles behind there. And then the hang on back is going to go in that side. And then I have a power head to help move and circulate some stuff to try to help keep everything off of the bottom, off of the substrate. Initially, I had no cories in this tank. I think I'm going to put some cories in here now. I have a bunch of salt and pepper cories. That's what I have the most of. I probably have at least 50, 60 salt and peppers. So we'll be going that route. Let me see if I can scooch over here. Switch hands. This is the 40 breeder, and as you can see, it is pretty well planted. So we will be taking some plants from here. I had some Java fern in this piece of wood that was coming up from that V right there. I'm going to take that out. It's this nice little clump right here, and put that in the 50-gallon, and then that opens up that to be able to see the corkscrew vallisneria that's behind this piece of driftwood. There's a couple crypts that need to go back in here. They're crypt Wendtii green. You can see there's some Ludwigia broadleaf right here that I'll probably end up clipping. A bunch of the Kabamba. I don't know if I'll be clipping that because over in this bucket here is all the plants that was in the 50-gallon. Some vallisneria, Kabambas in there, a couple other things. Hey, hello. But yeah, I'm gonna hit pause real quick and switch this around. Or actually, no, I can't do that. I have to hit stop. I'm going to hit stop and then pick up again. I'll see you in a second. Alrighty, well, here we are. A little further along. I've added some moss. I put in, let's see, there's one little guy there. 2 and 3 crypts. That little Anubias attached to that rock. I forget what this is. I have 2 of them, one there and one back there. Some moss on a coconut hut. Some Java fern back there. It looks like there's more plants, but there's not. That's just the background, which I might actually leave it now. I usually do all black, but that's kind of looking good. It's like I've already planted the entire tank. But I'm about to fill it up with water and start getting some stem plants in here. But so far, I'm actually really happy with this, and in my opinion, it's probably the nicest scape if you follow the guidelines of scaping. I don't follow those because I don't know what they are, but I've watched enough videos to know that there's rules, standard guidelines per se. Obviously, everything's open to interpretation, and you do it how you feel and what comes natural to you, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. So, anywho, that's where we're at so far. I'm going to fill this up with water and then start putting some stems in. I might just leave the camera rolling at that point. So we'll be right back. Well, you guys, I filled it up and I got to here, and as you can see, that pile of rocks is all over the place right there because it shifted, and you can see some air bubbles coming up occasionally. It's almost like the piece of wood is purling. For you that know plants and been in the hobby a while, you know what that means. But let me see if I can capture it. Yeah, see all the bubbles? I'm such an amazing aquascaper. My wood is purling. Anywho, so this side picked up a little bit because there's not that many contact points for rocks. Like this side I got back here. It's got a bunch of rocks in it. And right here, it goes from here all the way around to over here on the other side of that Java fern. Is like 4 or 5 rocks with good contact points to keep the piece of wood, from floating. So I don't think I'm going to continue with planting it. I think I'm just going to put this video out right here. And maybe I'll make round 2 of planting it. Let me turn some other lights off real quick. I want to see what it looks like. Plus the lights are going off, as you can see over here. This has 2 lights, one on this timer, and one on this timer. That's the only reason it's kind of lit right now. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna leave it like this. I'm not even gonna put a filter or anything in it. There's no fish or livestock, so don't think I'm even gonna fill it up the rest of the way. I'm just gonna stop right here and let it just absorb some water, because if I have to drain it and add some more rocks, which I can go get more of these, bigger rocks very easily. So yeah, I think that's where we're gonna leave it for tonight. I appreciate you guys sticking with. I know there's a lot of stop and go with these videos, but I don't do any editing to them. I do want to, but I don't at the same time. I kind of like what you see is what you get, point and shoot, and there we go. But anywho, thank you all so much for checking out the video. If you guys have any feedback or input or thoughts so far, put them down in the comments. Yeah, I guess that's it. So we'll see you probably tomorrow. If I get time, I will upload the planting of this. So thanks again. Have a good night or a good day. And as always, remember, feed your fish. Bye.